Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since we last talked, but I figured I'd give you a tour of my Minecraft Infdev world. For those who are not familiar, Minecraft Infdev was released 15 years ago, on approximately the date of recording this video, which means that there are kids in high school right now that are younger, potentially older, around the same age, of this version of Minecraft. And there's a very good reason for that, partially being that I'm playing on the first ever version of Minecraft. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, how is this possible? You know, there's trees, there's stone, there's different types of slabs. This definitely wasn't in the very first test versions that were posted on the forums back in 2009. But practically it is the very first version of Minecraft, because this is the first version that was officially published to the Minecraft.net site. Not as a demo, but as, I guess you would call it, a full playable release. Due to one simple mechanic, this version doesn't have anything changed from the test version that is right behind it, except for the one simple fact that basically made this the first full release, which is that the world versions in this save can then be exported to modern-day Minecraft. This is a very difficult process to do if you don't know what you're doing, because of the fact that the Minecraft launcher, which has all the test and alpha versions, even the earliest ones where you can only break blocks and fly around, your arms are all wavy like they are in this version. You can't even flip the camera around the other way. The general save of this specific game, where your arm gets all buggy, so you need to switch back, is not available in the launcher. Because this version is so glitchy and so rudimentary. I mean, I'll show you something right now very quickly before we start the world tour. When I go over here to my farm, and then I simply walk on this, sometimes it has a chance of breaking. And if you remember, this is something that happened in the early stages of Minecraft. I believe I began playing in around late 2010 to early 2011 when Beta was the main version, Beta 1.7.3 being the favorite. This used to be a feature up until the full release of Minecraft, where it was not only jumping on it. Jumping on it didn't actually do anything, but it was the actual act of just walking on the farm that sometimes made it break. Hence why, for this farm, I needed to redistribute everything quite equally and evenly, simply because of the fact that if I hadn't done so, everything here would be, kind of broken. Just by walking on the farm and collecting my wheat, I would need to get another farm tool and then just replace everything, which is why I hadn't done that. That's enough for the intro. First of all, I'd like to show off the little chest over here. I have some golden armor. I haven't been able to find diamonds yet, despite playing on this for around 10 days. The bread doesn't stack, obviously, so I need to keep full loaves of bread in my inventory. But because there's no mobs in this version, yeah, there's literally no mobs. No pigs, no cows, no sheep, no zombies, no creepers, no skeletons. They haven't been added to the game yet. So I rarely take any sort of damage, so they're not that necessary for me. I got enough gold to where I was able to get a gold bar, but because gold tools are the highest level tools, some of the highest level tools available in this version, I believe the second most diamond, which is very, very, very rare to spawn, despite me mining a tunnel in a mountain that I will show you soon. I, despite them being really good tools, they still have very terrible durability. Which is why I don't really wear this, although I could if I wanted to. Another part, I need to press I to open my inventory, not E. Later, the keys were shifted, but in this version that's not something that happens. I have some iron armor since it's easier, but the only use I have for it is really for taking fall damage. I believe chain armor is in the game as well, but you need to cheat it, which I'm not going to go into the console and do that since there's no creative mode or anything. So first of all, this is my little house. This is the first little house that I built by just mining in a mountain the traditional way. Over to the left we have a couple mines. You can go down, you can check the other mines. There's nothing here. You can go down here, there's a couple of mines over here. I mined all the way up. I got some resources this way, mostly iron. I started mining this way, but I never finished it, and you could go this way for ages because it just keeps going that way. I covered some of it up with stone, but technically you could. So now let's go outside for a little bit. I don't like the fact that you can't sprint because it's really glitching my game out. There's also a huge ravine down there. Self-made ravine because caves aren't even in the game yet. But basically, I put a ravine over there. A little farm over here, as you can see. There's a little centerpiece over there, but first I'll show you the outside. So over there, I built a little small storage system. Over here to the right, you can see that there's a huge lake here. I started covering up the lake with dirt, and I made a giant wood fence so that I would know where my territory starts and begins and where it ends. Here I gathered some cobblestone for some possible castles or something that I'm building. This is the storage area. It isn't furnished yet. I haven't gotten all the chests, but some of the basic building materials are over here. I'll get the pickaxe real quick, since, nothing can happen to it. I can drop it, though. Drop animation is weirder and it takes longer to pick up. But that's basically what. There are a ton of trees over there that I basically took up, and immediately after I replanted the trees, only to realize that none of the saplings actually grow. The saplings are just decorative bushes in this version. They never grow into full trees. And since there's no bone meal in this version, since there's no skeletons, or any other way to acquire it, like from chests, no chests naturally spawn, so I can't even pick it up and grow them into trees. Another part about this version is that there's no beds. I can just lay down and go to sleep, so soon the sun will set, and the torches will need to light my way up since there's no other way to see. This is a very, very long corridor. I built it just to see how long I could go to the other edge of the mountain. It turns out it's quite a while, but the other edge of the mountain is quite a nice sight. So just for a couple minutes I'll take a stroll and I'll walk, and I'll talk about why I chose to play in this version of Minecraft. So first of all, I had the idea to create a small mini-series in my free time called Minecraft for the Ages. And the idea of this mini-series is that every week or so, after I build some achievements or goals that I set for myself, since the game has no clear ending, I will then proceed to the next Minecraft version, and basically play every single Minecraft version up until the most recent version from this very base, pre-beta, pre-alpha, literally pre-Infdev, first version of Infdev, infinite development, infinite generation development, because this is the first version that allows it. The worlds are no longer guarded. You can technically go on for as long as possible. The game saves in chunks, which then you can export to the base game. I'll see, hopping from one version to another, how long it takes for me to do that and how much I can achieve that. And then go up into the very last modern versions of Minecraft with the gas that you can put water over, and I can ride the gas, and I can fly around in a elytra, and I can see how everything, all this weird world generation looks. But I expect that to be a long time for now, because I really do enjoy playing on this Minecraft Infdev version, just because of how simple the game is. One very wacky thing about Minecraft as a video game, despite it being the best-selling video game of all time now, is that it was an indie game, and as such, it was made by one person. 15 years ago, over that, 16 years ago maybe, which means there's many teenagers right now who are, going to parties and having fun, who are younger than this game version, which is very weird to think about, but it makes sense, and as such, there is very little game progression. I showed the little cave and the ravines and world generation over there, so we'll go back up that. But the game progression, even in modern day Minecraft, basically doesn't exist. It's not like Terraria where you have a bunch of mobs that you can fight and stuff that you can do. It's completely different. And as such, I'm going to be practically recreating my childhood memories in my free time and seeing how long this journey takes me. I have some ideas for what I may want to do. Someone proposed to me, one of my friends, that I should go to the Farlands, but I did the calculations in ChatGPT, and I asked how long it would take, and it said that if I were just to stop to do it non-stop for many years, even for 1 year, right? If I were to play this game for 8 hours a day and walk to the Farlands right now, which basically just looks like what these chunks look like, it would take me 330 days to do that. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I don't have the energy to do it for 330 days. So unless someone gives me $1 million, that's probably not something I'm going to be doing. But maybe someday, So this is a little farm area I have over here. Obviously, it's pretty lackluster. There's not much. I finished it in with this whole like I don't know what it is. It's like it's like a little statuette, like a little fountain piece over here, just so I can know where the center of my world is. Over there, there's some still, rough forest and stuff I haven't explored. There's a lot of torches over there, and I lit up the hill over here with torches as well, which you'll clearly begin to see once the sun sets, so that I can know precisely where the land that I have explored is. And if I ever get lost, since there's no coordinates or anything, I can just follow the torches back. Even some of the trees are lit up in torches just so I can see it nice. And if you see it over here, you'll see that it looks very nice when the sun is setting over this piece. I'm walking all the way back here. You can kind of see the entire terrain that I sort of built. You can see it to the left and to the right. And albeit I know that Let's Plays are faded, hopefully for Generation Z for some of us, this can give some of us back the memories that we so longed and hoped for, which is my intention with starting a little, world exploration like this. Obviously, this world is not built up too much. The lack of tools and the lack of time has definitely made me wary of playing this too much or being able to do too much. But there's still a lot of cool stuff you can build in this version simply because you can still, farm food and you can't pick up water, you can't sleep, but you can pick up blocks, you can make these stone slabs that were just added to the game. You can manufacture stone with the ovens. From cobblestone, you can use the oak planks and oak logs in themselves, which are just called oak. The names don't even show up when you hover over them. There's gold blocks that I could technically use. There's iron blocks, although I don't have any right now with me. And I don't believe I have enough iron. There's saplings that I can use as decorations for like gardens and stuff since they don't grow anyways. There's a lot of cool stuff that I can do in this version despite its simplicity. There's torches, there's no glowstone or anything, but I hate that this entire video has turned into me saying all the things that this version does not have, but I really do find it peaceful. I can't pick up water, there's no water mechanics. I'll show you very quickly right now. Another thing it doesn't have. I can make these, so these will be cool decorative, but the water mechanics are not programmed in yet, we just have particles, so literally like, they're breaking through the stone. But literally like I can sink below the water and I can be stuck over here. Like, the water's just naturally generated, there's no other way to do it, and once you build over it, there's no way to get it back. This is once water. If I want to water and the water cooler goes back, I can get it. I can't get that either. So eventually, it will come to time once I build up this world enough to upgrade to a newer version so I can get beds at least or mine some new ores for the world generations are current. But until then, I'd like to build a lot of stuff and just sort of explore the spawn area and make it look nicer and neater so that I can actually have something to look back at and think, okay, this is where it all started. And in case I do upgrade this version, it might be a wise idea to sort of have this alpha base and then go down that path and build a beta base and then a modern base, because I don't want to expand this with elytras or something that would lose all of its meaning. Even though this would look quite cool in modern day Minecraft if you do think about it. I do think this version has a lot of benefits. It obviously has a lot of drawbacks since there's not a lot of stuff in it left. But I think I did a pretty good job in exploring different kinds of continents that we have over here. I went to, I would say multiple biomes, but it's just one biome, but I explored all the way over there. I might need to light some of this up. The torches will obviously look very ugly someday, but for right now they're necessary to sort of, I wouldn't say survive the night of it. Again, there's nothing fine against it, to get food in that sort of. So it does look quite nice. Let's see in that direction. That one, and this one. Looks quite peaceful. I can jump into the water. I don't think that is quite deep because I can still drown, but the water's not programmed yet to like absorb my fall and my damage. It only absorbs my damage, so it's quite lacking in that regard. So yeah, this is the farm, this is the centerpiece. I might build a statue somewhere there someday, maybe on the hill. A castle maybe to the right once I fill this part in. And break all the blocks, which I don't know if I'll even fit them in the chest in storage. I might need to build some new stuff. Empty out this mountain. Might be another goal of mine that I have. I don't want to promise anything yet. Make this fence look a little bit nicer with whatever blocks I have. And just sort of light this place up. Make it look nicer. I think that's definitely something that I can do. The storage area definitely needs some work as well, so there's a lot of stuff that I can still build around here. And we obviously have the mines, which and the farm, which I can use for multiple purposes. Um, Once this is done, I believe I'll have plenty of space for building over here, so it shouldn't be a problem to build some cool and nice stuff, especially later when I get buckets if I upgrade to another version. But yeah, so obviously we do have a lot to do. There's a lot of stuff that I can do here. There's an empty space that I have over there, and a nice little house that I have right now with no doors. I hope you enjoyed this little punch back into nostalgia. I'm sorry for talking so quickly. I just wanted to showcase all of this in a very quick fashion so that this tour wouldn't drag along for too much. Obviously, there's nothing more to explore here. It's just caves. But I'm glad that you guys could come with me on this journey. And I'm looking forward to your feedbacks and your comments and your subscriptions to tell me what you feel about this world or what do you think I should do next. I think it's a very cool idea to get a little thing like this started because, well, we need something old once in a while, you know. The only old thing here is me. I'm even older than this version, which makes me feel weird. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't feel weird that I'm older than the video game, but somehow I do. So, alright, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this world tour, and I'll see you in the next one, probably. Possibly. Peace.